Finally, the moment every football fan circles on the calendar has arrived, the release of the NFL schedule. There's something uniquely thrilling about this day, because it's not just about dates and times, it's about storytelling. It's about imagining the highs and lows, the comeback wins, the heartbreaking losses, the divisional rivalries, the revenge games, and those primetime showdowns that keep us up until midnight, heart-pounding. For Patriots fans, it's a whole new chapter. We already knew who the opponents would be, but when you see the order, when you see the flow of the season, that's when things start to get real. And now the full 2025 schedule is here. So let's break this down. 17 games, 18 weeks, and a single bye that, let's be honest, might not be in the most ideal spot. But we're going to go through it all. I want you to think about each matchup and drop your prediction for the season down in the comments. How many wins, how many losses, which game scares you, and which one you've already marked as a win. Personally, I'm feeling a buzz about this year. There's something building, and when you look at how the schedule is laid out, there's real potential. The Patriots kick things off in week 1 against the Las Vegas Raiders, and what a way to start. This one isn't just a game, it's a storyline. Tom Brady, now a part owner of the Raiders, returns to the place where he built a dynasty. The thought of him standing on the opposing sideline, even in an ownership role, is surreal. Josh McDaniels, also making his return to Foxborough, adds another layer. There's been talk about unveiling a statue of Brady before this game, and honestly, that would be a powerful moment. Set the tone, honor the legacy, then go out there and get a win against his new team. That's the kind of opening you dream about. Week 2, things get real in the division with a road trip to face the Miami Dolphins early in the season and right into divisional play. That heat in South Florida can be brutal, especially in September, and the Dolphins usually have a bit of an edge playing at home in that sweltering weather. But this year, I'm not fully sold on them. Tua Tagovailoa will be under center, sure, but I don't see the same firepower or momentum that they had in past seasons. This feels winnable. It's never easy to play in Miami, but if the Patriots can stay disciplined and take advantage of the Dolphins' inconsistencies, there's a path to coming out of there with a divisional win. Week 3 brings the Pittsburgh Steelers into the mix, and here's where things get interesting. Who's their quarterback? That's the big question. There's been speculation. Aaron Rodgers, maybe, but nothing is set in stone. Add to that the fact that George Pickens is no longer with the team, and that's a big weapon gone from there. Offense. When you look at both rosters, the Patriots should have the upper hand. It might not be a flashy game, but it's the kind of matchup where New England's defense can really shine and put pressure on a team still figuring itself out. Then in week 4, it's Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers, a shorter quarterback. Going up against a defensive unit that's hungry to dominate, this could be a field day for the Patriots front 7. Honestly, the first 4 games of the year lay out nicely. There's a world where this team starts 4-0 or at worst 3-1 heading into the heart of the season. That would be massive. Momentum early in the year can carry a team through rough patches later on, and this opening stretch feels very manageable. But then comes a big one. Week 5, primetime game, Patriots at Buffalo Bills. And you already know what that means. Josh Allen, Bills Mafia, that raucous stadium. It's going to be intense. Thankfully, it's early October, so we're not talking about frigid temperatures just yet. But even so, playing in Buffalo is never easy. The Bills are always a threat, especially in those national spotlight games. This is one of those measuring stick games. You want to see how your team stacks up against the top dogs? This is where you find out. Even if it ends up being a loss, you learn something about your squad in a game like this. Week 6 brings the Saints to the schedule, and honestly, they're a bit of a mystery this year. They drafted Tyler Shaw, and he's got potential, but this team doesn't exactly strike fear into opponents. Alvin Kamara is still there, and Chris Olave can be dangerous, but overall, New Orleans looks like a middle-of-the-pack team. On paper, this is a game the Patriots should win, especially if they can stay focused and avoid mental errors. It's one of those matchups that tests your ability to take care of business and not play down to your opponent's level. Now, week 7, this is where people thought the bye might land. There were all kinds of rumors on social media suggesting this was the week off, but that didn't happen. Instead, it's a road trip to Tennessee to face the Titans in Nashville. And let me tell you, I love this matchup. Cam Ward versus Drake. Hey! Are you kidding me? Two young quarterbacks with sky-high ceilings, both looking to cement themselves as future stars. This is must-watch football. It's surprising this one didn't get a primetime slot, especially with Mike Vrabel coaching against his former team, but maybe that's for the best. A low-key, early afternoon showdown where the focus stays on the field. Week 8 is all about the Cleveland Browns. And again, we've got uncertainty at quarterback. Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flacco, maybe even Shedeur Sanders. No one seems to know. Who's going to be under center in Cleveland? And that lack of clarity might just work in the Patriots' favor. The Browns are talented, but they're chaotic. If the Patriots come into this one with some momentum, this could be another winnable game. At this point, you could realistically see 5 or 6 wins already stacking up, which would be a fantastic position heading into the second half of the season. Looking back at the first 8 games, it's hard not to be optimistic. Wins against the Raiders, Dolphins, or Steelers, Panthers, Saints, and Titans seem very attainable. Maybe a tough loss to the Bills, maybe the Browns pull off something unexpected. But even then, 6-2 is on the table. This team has been given one of the softest opening schedules in recent memory, and it's an opportunity they need to capitalize on. The roster is better. The talent is developing. And with first-round picks like Will Campbell stepping in and protecting the quarterback, this team looks tougher in the trenches. And yes, owning a jersey of an offensive lineman is officially cool now. Week 9 features another exciting quarterback battle, with the Patriots going up against the Atlanta Falcons. Michael Penix Jr. on one side, Drake May on the other. 2 rookies, 2 explosive arms, and 2 franchises hoping they've found their guy for the next decade. The Falcons have playoff aspirations, no doubt about it, and this game will tell us a lot about whether either of these teams is truly ready to make that leap into contention. Then comes Week 10 in Tampa Bay against the Buccaneers. This one, total wild card. The Bucs are a team that can either look like world beaters or completely implode. And there's almost no in between. Offensively, they've got weapons, speed, power, big playability. But their consistency is questionable. This could be a shootout or a defensive grind. And honestly, I'm not sure which version we'll get. Either way, it's one of the more unpredictable games on the calendar. Next up, another primetime showdown. This one at home. Thursday night football. Divisional game. And even though all Thursday night games are divisional, this one stands out. Justin Fields is expected to be under center for the Jets. And while he's got raw talent, I genuinely believe this team is in for a tough season. There are holes across the roster, and if the Patriots play to their strengths, they could dominate this game in front of a national audience. One of the matchups I'm most curious about is against the Bengals. Last season, the Patriots shocked everyone with an unexpected win that flipped the league's expectations on its head. They had a new head coach, a new direction, and that game felt like a turning point. But it also came at a cost, missing out on the first overall pick. This year, the stakes are different, but the curiosity is the same. How do they respond? Can they do it again? Monday Night Football against the Giants follows not long after. There's a sense that this could finally be the time we see one young quarterback face another under the bright lights. It's always dramatic, the kind of game that's decided in the final minutes where every possession feels like life or death. I still remember that game a few years back where it all came down to a missed field goal and a walk-off win. That's the type of theater the NFL does best. And then finally the bye, Week 14, December 7th, deep into the season. Too deep, honestly. Players are banged up, bodies are aching, and at this point, you're just surviving. Ideally, the bye lands somewhere around Week 7. Get a breather after 7 games, then power through the back half. But not this year. It's a grind until December. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. There has been a growing buzz surrounding a recent rumor that Jordan Love, the promising quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, reportedly declared he would never play for the New England Patriots. This unexpected claim, if true, raises eyebrows in the world of the NFL, especially given the constant speculation about Love's future and the Packers quarterback situation. While the rumor has yet to be substantiated by any official sources, it has sparked intense discussion among fans, analysts, and insiders. Jordan Love's career has been a subject of much intrigue ever since the Packers drafted him in the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft. Initially viewed as Aaron Rodgers' successor, Love's development has been gradual, with the young quarterback stepping into the starting role after Rodgers' departure. The transition from one Hall of Famer to another has been anything but smooth, but Love has shown flashes of potential, keeping the Packers' playoff hopes alive despite some ups and downs. However, rumors like the one about his stance on the Patriots only add fuel to the fire of speculation surrounding Love's future. The New England Patriots, a team synonymous with success under Bill Belichick, have faced challenges at the quarterback position since Tom Brady's departure. The team has been in search of a long-term solution, and Love, with his immense talent and upside, could be a prime target for the Patriots. Yet, if this rumored comment holds any truth, it would indicate that Love might not be interested in playing under Belichick's system, regardless of the team's historical success. There are several reasons why Love may not want to play for the Patriots. First, the dynamics between Belichick and young quarterbacks have often been difficult to navigate. Quarterbacks like Mac Jones, the most recent Patriots hopeful, have struggled to find their footing under Belichick's demanding and sometimes gruff approach. Love may simply prefer a different environment, one that is more suited to his development and playing style. The Packers system, built around a potent passing game and a stable offensive scheme, might be more aligned with his strengths. Moreover, New England has had its fair share of instability at the quarterback position in recent years. After Brady's departure, the Patriots have cycled through several quarterbacks, none of whom have been able to replicate the same level of success. A young quarterback like Love, who is still carving out his identity in the NFL, might be hesitant to step into such an uncertain situation. The pressure of trying to revive a once dominant franchise could prove overwhelming, especially if it leads to a lack of stability. At the same time, Love's reported comment could be nothing more than a rumor blown out of proportion. In the cutthroat world of the NFL, where players' words and actions are scrutinized under a magnifying glass, it's not unusual for unverified claims to surface. The relationship between a player and a team is constantly evolving, and Love's stance on a potential move to New England could change in the future depending on his career trajectory and the Packers' plans for him. In any case, whether or not Love actually made such a declaration, the rumor has already added another layer of intrigue to his career. As Love continues to grow as the Packers' leader, his future will undoubtedly be a hot topic of discussion for years to come. If he is truly intent on avoiding the Patriots, it will be interesting to see how his career unfolds and whether New England will continue to chase after quarterbacks like him, or whether they'll turn their attention elsewhere in their quest for a new face of the franchise. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.